What's up? What's up? What's up? Rick Paulton and
Oh, you're so cool, Brewster.
finally remembered to hit that. Brewster, he's so cool. How's it going, brother?
What's up, my friend? What's going on?
Living the dream, my friend. I got these Bret Hart sunglasses. You see?
I see. Very nice.
Sweet, huh? Me and my buddy are going to be the Hart Foundation for Halloween.
I'm still that video. I thought you cut the transmission wrong or something, and then I saw that like motherfucker.
Oh man, not anything though. So I'm going to take that off.
So what are we doing on this not live episode of?
Oh yeah, that's it. We are not live. We are not live in living color. We are doing one of our spoiler-filled reviews, and this time it's going to be for the 2025 movie that just came out, depending on when you've seen this 2-3 days ago, The Long Walk.
It was not a very long movie, but it's.
Oh man! So yeah, this movie, it's written by the original story is written by Stephen King, so it's a Stephen King adaptation. Do you know who directed it?
Yeah, totally. I'm not looking at my phone to see who directed this movie at all. I'm not doing that. I know it stars the wonderful Michael Ironside. I love that dude.
Michael Ironside?
Is that his name, Michael Ironside? He was the bad guy in Total Recall.
Michael Ironside's a guy, but I don't know. I don't think he was in this.
All right, hang on.
Who do you think Michael Ironside was in this?
Oh my God, I am fucking fired.
Do you think Michael Ironside was?
No, it was fucking Mark Hamill. Jesus Christ. Can you tell I don't watch Star Wars? Oh my God, Michael. All right. Well, I mean, Mark Hamill does a great Michael Ironside impression. What can I say?
I mean, it's funny you say that in a way because when I heard he was going to be in it, I mean, I'm a Star Wars nerd, so I love Mark Hamill, but
yeah,
I wasn't expecting too much out of him. Mm-hmm. And then in the trailer, he does the Joker voice for a second. It's like, gotcha. Dude, you got another voice, you know? So I really didn't think I get anything from him. He was really good in this.
He was really good. I thought it was Michael Ironside. Francis Lawrence directed this movie. It was written by J.T. Molnar and Stephen King.
Do you know who J.T. Molnar is?
Again, no.
He wrote and directed Strange Darling from last year.
Okay. I heard about that.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we talked about that briefly. I don't think I caught it, but there's something else I saw a poster for. I think it's only today and tomorrow. The Jester 2.
I was thinking about going to see that. If you're interested, I'll figure out a way to watch part 1, and we'll go see it tomorrow.
I got to do Cass's podcast tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Right, well,
guest starring on her Horrorcraft podcast.
I guess we'll have to wait for it to come to Tubi.
I will. I'll have to watch the first one as well, but Bill Peters will be on there depending on when this episode airs.
Right on. So, yeah, but J.T. Molnar, he directed and wrote Strange Darling, and he is also rumored to be tied to a new Texas Chainsaw movie.
I heard that A24 is close to picking up the rights to that movie.
And he's an A24 kind of guy, as far as directors go. And he said he has absolute zero interest in doing a remake of Texas Chainsaw because he doesn't think it's a good idea to remake movies that are perfect. And
that movie is perfect. That is definitely. I like the second one though. I love that opening scene with Leatherface in the back of the truck.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it was just such a different tone from the original.
Yeah, I mean, I like all of them for different reasons, but like if you're gonna do a new Texas Chainsaw movie, give me a new Texas Chainsaw. Like, don't redo it. You know, like pick up where they
segueing off. We're segueing off, man.
What's that?
We're segueing off here. This is the Long Walk review, and we're talking about Texas Chainsaw.
I know, well, because we're talking about J.T. Molnar.
All right, fair enough.
Man, it ties in. We're on pace.
All right, just making sure I don't have my hourglass button anymore. So,
but yeah. So, what was your anticipation going in to see this movie?
It was high because I mean, there's a lot of Stephen King adaptations, that come out, and they redid Pet Sematary, 5 or 6 years ago. The 2 It's or whatnot, and it'd been a minute before I'd seen something from Stephen King that I hadn't already known about. If that makes sense.
Had you read the book?
No, I haven't. I haven't read. Do
you read books?
What's that?
Do you read books?
I have read books. Yeah, I don't have time now because Stephen King takes about 6 or 7 chapters to describe The Color Purple.
Yeah, no,
I love his attention to detail, but The Wizard and Glass back in 2005 when I read that one, I just remember I'm like, just get to the point. You know?
Yeah, I don't read books. I have books because I was listening to the Girls on the Bloody Essentials podcast one time. I've said this a bunch of times on here, and they said if you ever go in a guy's bedroom, he doesn't have any books, don't fuck him, leave. So I immediately bought a couple books, just in case.
I figured you were going to stay out of guys' bedrooms, but no judgment here.
That too. I would also take their advice and leave if he had no books.
Right. What do comic books count?
I think you might be better off with no books than comic books. I'll have to ask the girls.
I'll throw some books in my bedroom now.
I have to ask the girl. I mean, I do have a couple books, but they're like 2 Friday the 13th books that my friend wrote, and I have a giant Halloween hardcover book, and they're all horror books.
Yeah, mine.
I got the books that our friend, our friend Bill Perry wrote. I got a couple of those right there.
Nice. Mine are over here. I got mostly horror books, but I got I actually have that Dave Mustaine book that came out back in 2012, 13, I think, and then I got Tucker Max's second book, Assholes Finish First.
Hell yeah! So my anticipation with this film was, I see every horror movie that comes out, so I was going to see it, but I wasn't really excited to go see it.
Yeah.
I seen the previews, and I'm like, this looks like this could be okay. I don't know. Mark Hamill's the Joker. If he's not the Joker, he's Luke Skywalker. I mean, he's done anything else.
Don't forget, he was a Zoonoid in The Guyver. You ever saw The Guyver?
The Guyver?
The Guyver. It was
not MacGyver.
Not
MacGyver. The guy that could build a bong out of
No. The THE space Guyver.
What the fuck is a Guyver?
You gotta check it out, man. It's fucking great.
Oh wow! Does he build shit like MacGyver?
It's these aliens that can take human form, and they're called zoonoids. I think it was based off of Japanimation, and the Guyver is like the suit. Someone else can explain it out there better than I can. I haven't seen this movie since I was a kid.
No, they can't, Brewster. Nobody.
Yeah, I'm not a hardcore Japanimation junkie. I've seen some, so I couldn't explain it like some of these.
Nobody knows what the Guyver is, man.
Oh,
comment below.
Yes, please tell Rick he's an asshole. Comment below if
you know what the fuck a Guyver is. All right. So, anywho, I wasn't really excited to see this movie. Speaking of animation, it does tie in to when I went to see the movie, ironically enough. So my son has been wanting to see the Demon Slayer movie.
All right.
2 hours and 45 minutes in Japanese of a cartoon I give no shits about. He's 11. You can't just drop him off at the movie theater.
Right.
But he really wants to see the movie, and I want to find a way for him to see the movie. So I'm like, well, let me see what's playing around the same time. And The Long Walk was playing. It was playing 45 minutes after, but it was 45 minutes shorter.
Yeah.
So we would get out at right about the same time. So I go in the thing. Here's another funny. I'm not gonna. That's an off-air story. I'll tell you that later.
All right.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll get to that. Remind me later. So we get to the thing. Scan my ticket. Scan his ticket. He goes to his movie. I got 45 minutes to kill till my movie. I go wait and I go watch the movie. But again, little to no anticipation. I wasn't really excited about it. I like Stephen King adaptions. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's like a movie where you walk for fucking 2 hours. I mean, we got that with.
I like that premise. I mean, it was different. It was unusual. I mean, it's kind of like fuck. I mean, granted, there's going to be a Highlander type ending. There can be only one.
Well, yeah. That's in the in the preview. So yeah, the whole movie is pretty much laid out from just the premise of the movie.
Yeah.
Everybody walks until you can't walk no more, and then the last guy left wins.
Yeah.
So there wasn't a whole lot of room for drama and twists and turns,
but there was a lot of room for defecation.
Yes. Jesus Christ. I mean, you knew it would happen. Everybody was wondering as they're watching.
I suppose.
What are they going to do? They got to take a shit.
Well, we find out.
We do find out, and it is gross.
I
was constipated, almost got him killed.
Yeah, he. I think the blonde hair guy. I can't remember all their names, and no one would know out there. The blonde hair was my favorite character though, because
the bad guy, if you will.
Well, yeah,
the Nazi blonde-haired guy.
No, the long blonde hair.
Oh yeah, the bad guy, if you will.
He was, but I mean, I think he had general remorse. Like he took things too far. I don't think he meant to take things that far. He was just a button pusher and got carried away. And I can, for some reason, sympathize with that. He would
be the tertiary antagonist because the short blonde-haired guy would be the secondary antagonist, whereas Mark Hamill would be the primary antagonist.
I still
those are library words.
Ironside. Yeah, I see those library words because I don't understand fucking one of them.
Yeah, Ryan, when we did Friday 7, he said he would be the tertiary antagonist, and I was like, what the fuck is that? So anytime I could slip that into a conversation, I'm gonna do it.
No, I dug it. I even for a movie I saw after work on a Monday, because if I go solo, I'll just go straight to the movies after work, and I'm always a little tired and starving and stuff.
It's today Monday, so you just came out of the movie.
I just came out of the movie. Yeah, right. I figured I wouldn't have as much time to get online, but it didn't drag on. I mean, it's not an intense horror movie. It can't have its moments for sure, but it's not like gore.
Recently on the show, I don't know if you were there when we did it, but the What Is Horror edition when we had Crank.
I think we did do that. Yeah,
you were there. Yeah. I was like, it might have been your first show.
Yeah, one of them.
But one of the early ones. Okay, so we did a thing where we were discussing what makes a horror movie a horror movie.
Yeah.
Would you consider this?
Oh, I see where you're going with this. You know what? I consider it more of a dystopian film after having seen it.
Yeah, I don't.
Hold on. They used the term "The Lottery" in there, and it was based off of a book called "The Lottery."
What's the book about?
I don't recall. It's one of those things where it's like they're. Oh crap! What is it? They pull the lottery, and that means they're going to kill you because there's like an overpopulation issue.
Oh,
and it's like they're telling you it's for the good of your country kind of thing, and that's like
which they kind of.
When Mark Hamill's the Major, when he kills that guy's father.
Yeah, the Major. That's his name.
Yeah, when he kills the guy's father, he's like, "Are you gonna swear your oath to us on the good of your country, or you're going to get what do they call them? Deactivated."
Deactivated. Yeah.
Like I would see this more as dystopian thriller type thing as opposed to a horror movie.
I thought it was interesting that the movie was set in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah, that was weird, but there's something in there I caught. They used modern lingo. And it's bothering the hell out of me. Maybe it was lingo back in the time. I wasn't there.
Everything comes back around. But I thought it was interesting. It was almost like an alternate timeline.
Well, yeah, it was a dystopian timeline, so it was definitely an alternate one.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. Expensive too, because you got to find those fucking old cars and shit.
Right.
Yeah. So my brother-in-law, he has this really clean looking 1950 Oldsmobile he just picked up not that long ago that he's been doing stuff to. I'm hoping that somebody needs a 50s car so we can get into the movie with him. That'll probably, you see that sometimes,
Yeah, I think I like the one aspect of it with all the people watching and the walkers walking past and giving the finger and stuff, because these people are just sitting there knowing what's going to happen to all but one of them. Still watching and supporting it,
Are they watching in support, or are they watching because they want to see the action? They want to see somebody get their
Well, if they want to see the action, then they're supporting it then.
Well, they're supporting the act. Yeah, okay. Yeah. They're not supporting the walkers.
No, they're supporting the act. Yeah. That's why they stand there saluting, and when he gets to that spot where he sees his mom, I mean, I'm not much of a crier, but that one almost got me a little misty-eyed.
Now, wasn't she the girl from Nip Tuck?
I don't know. I've seen her. I think she was
Halloween.
Yeah, and the Ant-Man movie, the Ant-Man movies.
Yeah, she was in the Ant-Man movies.
Ant-Man, and then
Ant-Man. Yeah.
She was Scott's ex-wife in that movie.
Yeah, no, I thought she was a lady from Nip Tuck, but she is not. It just hit me though. She's from Halloween because I seen a better picture of her than she was in the movie. She was rather made up.
Yeah.
And you said that's the Stranger Things guy, right? With the long hair, the long Native American fella.
Or maybe I've seen the first season of Stranger Things like a year or two ago. So
he's not. He's a different long-haired Native American fella.
He reminded me of the guy from The Gifted. It was like 2 seasons of an X-Men spinoff on Fox back in the day.
But the what do we call them nowadays? Asian guys. We don't say Oriental anymore, right?
You don't want to ask me. I'm a South Park fan, dude. I'll get us canceled right now.
Ben Wang.
You know, I'll start doing City Walk impressions, and you'll boot me off the show.
He was in the new Karate Kid movie.
Legends.
Yeah, doesn't he look as? Did you see the Karate Kid Legends?
No, we talked.
You at least seen the previews.
Yeah,
at least seen the previews, right?
Yeah.
So like in there, he looks kind of like a badass karate guy. In this, he looks like he reminded me of from the Goonies.
Oh, Data.
Data, yeah. And he was like kept rattling off different things.
He did, yeah.
And that guy made a comeback. I was thinking it might actually be him. You know,
he might have had a utility belt under his coat for all we know.
Yeah, he just won an Oscar recently.
Nice.
So I had it pulled up and then it disappeared with the long walk. There we go. And we got Charlie Plummer was the antagonist guy. But yeah, overall, I thought the cast really did well. Dialogue was good. When we do our award show at the end of the year, this is going to definitely be nominated for some stuff. But the thing is it comes to the point where is it horror? And I guess
I'd say
horror. We're going to include it, but I lean towards no.
I'm leaning towards no. I'm going to say it's dystopian.
It had a $20 million budget, and opening weekend it made only $11 million. And it wasn't released anywhere but U.S. and Canada. So it's got some work to do to make its money back.
Yeah, I'm saying dystopian movie. That's my final answer.
Yeah. Well, dystopian movie is a genre, and it's not a horror genre. Then, yeah, I'll agree with that too. But I think I'm going to see it again. I think I'm going to go back and see it again.
I might wait for streaming because there's a couple other stuff coming out this Friday or the next couple weeks. I think we got the new Strangers. There's something else. Him comes out. Yeah, that one I'm excited for.
That looks a little different. Oh, isn't the dog movie soon?
Yeah, but isn't that like Shudder only or streaming only or something?
No, it's a Shudder exclusive, but it's in the theater.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have it on there.
First and then Shudder, you know. So, and those are, you know, just like last week's episode, those are the movies you really want to go to see. That, The Gesture 2, all of these little studios that have no money and they're putting movies in the theater, go watch those. These big blockbuster movies, yeah, watch those too if you can. But if you have to pick one of these smaller movies.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and so we can keep getting more of these smaller movies. So, but yeah, so the premise in this movie is everybody, it's like a lottery, and you walk until you can't walk anymore, and everybody gets picked, and whoever outlasts everybody gets, what was it, $11 million and a wish, right?
Yes.
And I don't know what the value of the 11 million would be at that time, you know, because it doesn't.
I don't have my tip over here, so I couldn't tell you.
Well, I mean, even so, it's an alternate timeline. Money could have taken real hard. Who knows?
Right.
You know, and so all the guys are lining up to do this thing. They're kind of making friends with each other, which I thought was kind of odd. Like you would.
One of them's gonna die.
Yeah. Don't you think you'd want to be like, you know, like. How would you play that? Would you want to be friends with everybody?
I want to just keep to myself, man.
Right.
I mean, because I don't trust
anybody over, but I also don't want to. I don't want to give you ammo to screw me over.
Yeah, I don't trust anyone not to trip me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially in this world of shady fuckers.
Yeah, and you're gonna get shot. I mean, the ultimate things like they start with 50 of them, right? Was it 50?
I think it was 50. Yeah.
Did you see in some movie theaters they had treadmill set up?
No, I didn't see that.
I would have loved to see this movie like that. But now that I have seen it, I really you know, before the end, I would probably like, fuck that, I'm not walking. But now that I know what the movie is, I would sign up for that.
Yeah, it's about an hour and 48 minutes. I think we could pull that off.
Hour and 48 minutes. I know I could.
It was just under 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely do it. You know,
I can do it, I just don't want to.
Yeah, no, whoever wants. I walked for over 2 hours yesterday at Cedar Point.
Nice. How was that?
Oh, it was a good time. The Conjuring House, which we'll talk about at a different time, probably on our live.
Yeah.
Which, you know, but it was amazing. It's worth the trip to Cedar Point. It's worth the admission to Cedar Point if you only do that.
Yeah, right on. We'll have to try and set up a Sunday or something coming up here in the near future for spooky season.
Right on, yeah. So yeah, so as they're walking, you know, that if they slow down, if they go under 3 minutes, all of them have like Apple Watches in the 50s, which is weird.
Right.
I mean, again, it's an alternate timeline, so you got to like accept that. So if they go under 3 miles an hour speed, I believe it was,
they get a warning. If they don't move, they get a second warning, and then the third warning, they get shot. But I think after
you get 3 warnings, and then there's no fourth warning. You get shot.
But I think after 3 hours, they got their warnings wiped clean.
No, yeah. If you walked again for another hour straight, I thought it was
okay. I gotcha.
Might have been 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you walk for 3 hours straight, the warnings you start from the beginning, because the one guy got 2 warnings. The long-haired guy, he got 3 warnings right away.
All part of his master plan. Yeah. And then I like the one guy turning around and taking a piss as he walked backwards.
Yeah, well, you gotta. I've done that. You ever done that?
Not that I will admit on camera.
Okay, yeah. Walk down the street. I used to do it a lot. It just was like, fuck it, man. Why am I going to find anywhere to piss? I'm just going to piss, walk backwards.
Yeah, I've had my drunken nights. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, I was sober.
I was. Definitely was not. Definitely was not.
So real quick, one of them gets got, like real quick, so
off
you realize
the bat,
what's happening and how it's going to go. And they just, no compassion whatsoever. Gun to his head on the third warning. He doesn't get up. Bang, bullet through his brain.
Yeah.
And then, so I mean, if you're walking, didn't they get up to like 400, 500 miles? It was 5 days worth of walking.
Yeah.
By leaving the movie.
I think it was close to like 400 miles. I could pull up an IMDb, but I don't feel like
that's not necessary. We'll ballpark it. But yeah, they walked for pretty much 5 days straight.
Yeah.
And, during that time, people are going to pass out. The people are sleeping and walking at the same time.
I don't even like walking around amusement parks. I don't know how these fuckers did it for like 5 days. That's some Forrest Gump level shit right there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, for sure. But they had the ultimate motivation, like if you don't, that's it. That's a wrap.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe some of these guys are on their way to work and they wanted to. I mean, because I would love to take a break on the way to work and get shot.
Yeah, it takes balls to do this, man. Because from what I understood, it wasn't mandatory.
No,
but then the one guy in the middle
it was, but then, fuck the long walk, fuck the major. It's like they kind of were forced into signing up for the lottery.
That's what it seemed like. Because you said, "Do you know anybody that never did it?"
Right. It's corporate media kind of bullshit that like brainwashes into your head, like serving jury duty is your civic duty. It's like, no, it's taking me away from what I want to do.
Yeah. So they're going through the what was the actor from Alien? He was the bomb, man. He was really, really good. Are we still on the screen here?
Yeah. I gotta get sleep.
Oh yeah, I hardly ever sleep. David Johnson, McVries, right? Number 23. Yeah, that's him. Because they all had the numbers. The dog tags with a number on it. And they were called by their numbers.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was really good. I think he's going to be nominated for some stuff. I think what might hurt these guys, though, is it is labeled as a horror movie.
It is, but probably because Stephen King's behind it. And I could see why it would be labeled as such. But again, final answer, I'm saying dystopian film.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as the Academy Awards, like they call Jaws a drama because...
well, Jacob's Ladder was considered a drama. I'd say that's more psychological horror.
Right. And for the Oscars and things like that, you don't want the label of horror movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you won't win.
No, that is very true.
And if you do win, it'll be for special effects or something stupid. But this past year, we knocked down the door with a couple of nominations. Like Demi Moore was nominated for Best Actress. And
that was great.
Yeah. So maybe it's leaning more towards that direction, but it just seems weird that it's not really a horror movie. So why would you call it a horror movie? And B, would you want to stay away from it being called a horror movie, even if it was on the horror side?
Right.
And so yeah, the movie, like I said, you're walking for 500 miles. These guys are doing their thing. There's no really suspense or twists, but during the time you get to know all these characters. Mainly, there's like 5 or 6 of them you really get to know, and why they're doing it, what they're there for, what their real life's like, and it kind of reminded me of Stand By Me a little bit.
Yeah, I guess because
you had the 4 boys walking to find the bodies.
I mean, I guess I could see that now you mentioned it, but it's not like it jumped out at me while I was watching it.
Yeah, just similar where they're getting.
Yeah, it's a bunch of people walking. That's the similarities there.
Well, and the 4 boys are finding themselves in this walk, and
I guess
some of these guys kind of are too, but it doesn't matter because they could find out whatever they want about themselves. They're not going to live to see next week,
right?
I did love the way the Indian guy went out. The Native American, I'm sorry, the Native American, not Orientals or Indians. We have Native Americans and Asians.
I can't remember.
He knew he was out, and he knew he was done. And he ran up and snatched that gun off the guy's face. I'm taking some of you with me. I wish he would have took more of them with him. And then he actually did shoot himself. He didn't even give them a chance.
The blonde guy, dude, that took some balls to just jab himself in the neck like that.
Yeah. So yeah, he was really cool in it. All the actors, all the main actors, great cast, very great story. All right. Yeah, it was definitely a good time, man. Definitely dug it. So I don't know, man. We're hitting almost 30 minutes, and we've covered pretty much this whole thing.
Yeah.
Anything you wanted to add about it? Like, what were your feelings? What were your feelings leaving the theater?
It wasn't too long. I mean, I liked the performances by all the actors, and it was an interesting premise that honestly, like, I didn't know what to expect because it's like, how could this be? But just the lack of like intense action throughout, because I'm an adrenaline junkie with this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But this is one of those good slow burns because the characters, you enjoy watching them as they're embarking on their journey, the long walk. So you did enjoy watching them even in between people getting shot. So I enjoyed. I give it a C+.
A C+. I'm
way higher. I'd give it a you'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah, this is I'm way higher than you on this. Our friends that watch the show that are also fans of the Death Curse Society are familiar with a term called crank as fuck. Okay. This is definitely a crank as fuck film. 100%. And they're covering it tonight live actually while we're recording this. So I'll see, and I'm looking over at their show on my TV here.
Oh God.
So I'm wondering if he didn't get a chance to see it because he's not on the show over here. But and he's gonna love this. But I Ryan, our former co-host, I guess.
Yeah.
This would be right up his alley. I'm sure high score. I'm gonna go with a B. I'm debating B plus, the B minus. I'm going right in the middle. I'll go with a B. It was fantastic. I can't wait to see it again. I recommend everybody see it. There's very little wrong with this movie, man. Very little wrong with it.
Well, maybe we'll revisit it down the road after I watch it the second time.
If there is a thing wrong with it, it's not a horror movie. It's just not.
It's a dystopian movie. That's definitely wrong.
It's not a horror movie. Is it scary to know that if you stop walking, somebody's going to blow your head off? Yes. That does not make a horror movie. I don't know what does. When we had our episode, What is Horror? We didn't finish with a definitive answer of what horror is.
Yeah.
I just know that this isn't it.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Horror, this is as much horror as Stand By Me was, also written by Stephen King. And neither one are horror movies. Yes, is there scary stuff that happens? Absolutely. But it's not a horror movie.
I'm with you 100% there.
So I liked it. I loved it. But it's kind of cool to see a non-horror movie in the theater because it's been forever since I've been able to do that.
Well, if I would have known it was not horror, I might have stayed home. But then we wouldn't have our time together.
Staying home. I was leaning towards waiting for streaming on this one. I'm glad I didn't.
I know. I'm glad I went because people will ask about it. So, well, at least we had our time together here, Rick.
That's it. But join us every Thursday live and in living color, 7 p.m. Eastern. Don't know who will ever stop by. We're going to be getting new co-hosts. We have a new co-host. We're going to have new other people contributing. Of course, we have Tiki from Talking Tapes Media as our producer, doing all kinds of stuff. I just recorded some stuff with him today, and it should be fun. Should be really good stuff. And just keep watching the channel. So we're going to keep popping in with these, and they will get better as we do more of them. As we come up with more of a formula for how we want this to go. But we're going to keep them to about a half hour, and that's right where we are. So you want to add anything before I hit this button at the end?
Stay cool, Freaky Frighteners.
Oh, shit. There goes the neighborhood.
There goes the neighborhood. There goes the neighborhood.